Podcast Bombs.
One of my messages to our fellow Republicans afterwards is many of us, myself included, have spent a good portion of the last probably year and a half since I ran for president, but especially this year, when necessary, dunking on our competition. We have to do that when a competition to win an election. But at this point, I think we have to quickly adjust to the new mode that we're in. We're on the eve, I believe, of a new golden age in the United States of America. I truly believe that. I think that talking about the radical Biden agenda or the Harris failures, there's a certain momentum that makes you likely to do that. You're in a muscle memory and in a practice of continuing to state what you did about the opposition. I guess I would call on our fellow Republicans to say we're done with that. Not because we want to play nice or sweep it under the rug, but because we have more important work to do. We have the work ahead of starting the golden era ahead for our United States of America, the new United States, and the new Republican Party that I think is going to create it. And equally, my message and my ask of Democrats on the other side, of everybody who may not have voted for Donald Trump or for Bernie Moreno, or who may not have ever voted Republican for that matter, is to give us a chance, actually. I think all of us want a more united nation of a kind we haven't really had in this country in a generation. And I think the fact that this election was decided not by a small margin, but by such a decisive margin, so quickly. We were expecting to be here, by the way, not knowing necessarily who even was going to be the president of the United States. Keep in mind, that was the expectation as of Monday. As of 3 a.m., we were in the Palm Beach Convention Center to chance of USA decisively knowing who the U.S. president was. That itself is an accomplishment. You looked across the board, you look at the counties across the country. It's the states that we talk about in the Electoral College map. Yes, Trump will have gotten well over 300 Electoral College votes, probably by a significant margin. But even if you look at places like New York, counties in California, counties in blue states, we saw a shift and a new kind of coalition that makes possible what was unimaginable just 20 years ago. And so I think if those on our side are willing to say we're willing to put the grievances of yesterday behind because we won, and we won decisively, and we're going to marshal that to not just run from something, but run to something, enter that golden age with the vision of what's possible in the United States of America, I can equally ask of our friends on the left to say, give us a chance to prove what's possible. This isn't the Republican Party of yesterday. America First includes all Americans, as it should. And I think that Donald Trump is going to hopefully use the learnings of that first term. I believe he is. We spent a lot of election night together. I'm confident that he is eager to harness the learnings of that first term to go even further in this second term than anybody imagined, even in uniting the nation. Maybe not through words, through cheap verbiage. That doesn't really unite people, but action does. Success is unifying. And I think our goal as a movement is that even in the MAGA movement, we don't want to be saying make America great again in 4 years, because we won't have to. We'll just be saying make America greater. That's what America's always been, greater than we've always been, the pursuit of excellence. We don't have to make America great again. If we make a few small fixes, 4 years from now, we'll just be talking about making America greater. As I like to joke around, MAGA will become MAG, and that's the permanent movement ahead for the country over the next 250 years.
Thanks for watching Podcast Bombs. Please like, share, and follow for more of the best clips from the best podcasts.